Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. In this video, I'll be showing you this 6-inch mini chainsaw I received from CC. This is a company I had never heard of before. They approached me on TikTok about doing a video, and when I agree to receive and review products, especially when it's a new company that I've never worked with, I always specify that if I don't like the product, I'm not going to show it and I'll send it back to them. That being said, I'm going to point out right off the bat that it is not 100% the quality I'm used to, as I typically review the DeWalt brand or similar. However, there are a lot of things I was pleasantly surprised over, and I'm going to go over the pluses and minuses and give you my honest impression of this product here in a second. So starting off with the basics, you'll find this product on Amazon in the $70 price point range. And I'm going to show you everything that came with this set. Now I've already used it and tried it out, so I tried to put everything back as I received it, but you do get the tool and it has like a little scabbard on it. So there are those two pieces. Here's a look at the case, and the plastic is reasonable. The only critique I have is these clasps that close it seem a little cheapy. I don't know how long those would last before they would possibly break off, but there is a look at the carrying case. I mean, when you feel it, it is maybe like a little bit lighter plastic than the DeWalt tough cases I have. There were a lot of extras that they included that I did not expect because, for example, I did a DeWalt video yesterday showing the router, and basically all it came with was a wrench that you can change the bits. It didn't come with a starter bit. It came with nothing extra. So I was really surprised when I got this to open it. And of course you're going to find the instruction manual, but it came with not one, but two batteries. So here's a close-up look at that battery compared to like the DeWalt. This does feel a little bit sturdier, but this will do the job, I am sure. Now this has like a fuel gauge, what most of us are probably used to, and this does not have any type of an indicator. One thing I thought was really smart is that it just comes with the plug-in adapter, and it doesn't have like a separate setup like DeWalt where you have the base and you have to actually put the battery on to charge. You just charge it this way. Okay, so watch when you plug it in. Okay, the indicator is red, and so I'm going to assume that means that that's charging, and I also assume that that's going to turn green when that is fully charged. So there's a look at the battery, and like I said, you do get two of them. It's 21 volt. Now when I used this and I cut my apple tree for the first time, it did last for about 20 minutes. It never ran out, and that was using it continuously. All right, so here's a look at the inside. Now the charging time says 2 hours. The working time says 15 to 25 minutes, which, like I said, I used it on my apple trees for about 20 minutes and it was completely fine. Here's a close-up look, and it does have that guard on it. Now, one thing that is nice is you can get this in tight areas where a chainsaw you can't, and you can also use this one-handed if you need to. It does say that this is made in China, and the model number for this product is CH550. So the PPE that it came with, and these are used, but it did come with gloves. It came with a set of eyewear. It also came with a screwdriver. I believe it was this one, and you would use it to tighten that screw right there. Now, I filled this up with my DeWalt chainsaw oil, but it also came with this little bottle that you could put oil in, and there isn't like a well like my chainsaws where you fill the oil from the inside. You actually have to oil the chain from the outside, and then they do give you a little brush that you can, brush that oil on. Now, I don't know how often you have to do that, so I oiled it before use, and then before I use it again today, I will oil it. You might want to have it on standby if you're going to be using this for a long period of time, and oil accordingly. Also, the manual does state that after first use that this chain might loosen and you'll have to tighten it. So they do give you like a wrench tightening tool. You loosen it just by turning it counterclockwise. There. Okay, that little piece needs to be inside of that blade. I'm gonna get the chain lined up inside the channel. and then it needs scooched out, like in that position, like right there. So this chain definitely, when I used it the first time, loosened. So I'm gonna actually pull that out. It needs to be like right in that position. All right. And tighten it. Okay, that's tight. There's also that screw because I adjusted that bolt just a tiny bit. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to oil it too, since I have it at this point. Put some along here and then brush it on. I would say you probably need to do this before each use. If you're using this for a long time, say you run at the 25 minutes, the battery dies, you switch the other battery on, then you should probably lubricate your chain again. Okay. It also comes with a spare blade, so that's nice that they give you an extra. There are also some little tools like a file and also a file, and everything stores neatly within this case. Okay, this battery is reading fully charged. Okay, now that I've got the battery on it, the overall size is about 15.5 inches to the top of that scabbard. And then on the, like from the motor to the outside of that blade guard, it's about 3.5. This is a little hard to hold and film. The width is roughly 4 inches across. And then the battery at the base measures roughly 4.5. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the overall size. Overall, the weight is about 2.6 pounds, and I believe that is without the battery. For safety reasons, you need to press this and the trigger to engage the motor. There is a small LED light right here that I'm going to show you. When you push the trigger switch, it comes on automatically. And then as soon as you release that, it does turn off. Also worth noting, the chain travels at 16.4 feet per second, and the noise that it produces is less than 75 decibels. I'm going to take it outside and show it being used on a couple different applications. Okay, this apple tree is definitely overgrown. When I try to mow under it, it snags my hair. You can really get in and make some cuts that possibly the chainsaw would be too large. Okay, it did cut that. That's probably about pushing it. I don't think that I would probably cut anything larger than, it's probably about 4.5 inches in diameter, and that's probably about as much as I would push this. I hope this video was helpful and informative. And if you have any questions on things maybe I didn't cover, please leave them for me in the comments. I'll include shopping links with this video for your convenience if you want to check it out. And don't forget to follow to see upcoming tool reviews and projects. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, so look me up there as well. As always, I thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.